I request Learned Registrar General Scott, our Honorable Chief Guest, and other dignitaries to the dais. A very good morning to one and all. On behalf of the Juvenile Justice Committee, High Court of Meghalaya, and the Social Welfare Department, Government of Meghalaya, I extend a warm and respectful welcome to each of you to the state-level multi-stakeholders consultation on safeguarding the girl child. Today's theme, towards a safer and enabling environment for her in India, brings together judicial leaders, policy makers, administrators, and grassroots workers under one roof to collectively reflect on our progress, identify the challenges, explore new opportunities, and chart a way forward in our mission to protect and empower the girl child. It is my proud privilege to welcome Honorable Mr. Justice H.S. Thank you, Honorable the Chief Justice Acting, High Court of Meghalaya, and Chairperson, Juvenile Justice Committee, High Court of Meghalaya. Honorable Mr. Justice W. Dingdo, Judge, High Court of Meghalaya, and Member, Juvenile Justice Committee. Honorable Mr. Justice B. Bhattacharjee, Judge, High Court of Meghalaya, Srimati Agatha K. Sangma, Chairperson, Meghalaya State Commission for Protection of Child Rights, Shri Praveen Bakshi, IAS, Commissioner and Secretary, Social Welfare Department, Government of Meghalaya, and Srimati C.D. Lingwa, Director, Social Welfare, Government of Meghalaya. Before we proceed further, I would like to take a moment to warmly welcome the distinguished participants who have traveled from across the state to be a part of this crucial consultation. We are deeply honored by the presence of members of the Juvenile Justice Committee, the Registrar General, High Court of Meghalaya, Chairperson of the Women's Commission, Secretary Law, Government of Meghalaya, the Director of the State Judicial Academy, Registrars and Officers of the Registry, District and Session Judges, Special POCSO Judges, Secretaries, District Legal Services Authority, and Principal Magistrates of JJBs, Deputy Commissioners and BDOs of all the districts, officials from the Department of Health Services, officials from the Social Welfare Department, police officials, representatives from the Department of Education, Labor, and Community and Rural Development, officers from the State Resource Centers on Disability Affairs, principals and teachers of different schools, partners from civil societies and NGOs, including Spark, Kripa, Viva Network, Reach Shillong Ministry, Fate Foundation, and CINI, Child in Need Institute, Kolkata. And a very special and warm welcome to the children and staff of the various children's homes participating in today's program. Your collective wisdom and field experience will make today's consultation rich, grounded, and impactful. We welcome you all most cordially. Before we move ahead with the proceedings of this meaningful consultation, we would like to take a moment to express our heartfelt appreciation to our esteemed dignitaries for their presence and for their continuous commitment to the cause of child protection and empowerment, particularly for the girl child. May I kindly request the team from the Social Welfare Department, Government of Meghalaya, to assist in the felicitation. May I first invite Shri Praveen Bakshi, IAS Commissioner and Secretary, Social Welfare Department, to kindly felicitate our Chief Guest, Honorable Mr. Justice H.S. Thank you, Honorable the Chief Justice, Acting High Court of Meghalaya, and Chairperson, Juvenile Justice Committee, High Court of Meghalaya. I request again Shri Praveen Bakshi, IAS Commissioner and Secretary, Social Welfare Department, to kindly felicitate Honorable Mr. Justice W. Dingdo, Judge, High Court of Meghalaya, and member of the Juvenile Justice Committee, High Court of Meghalaya. May I now request Srimati C.D. Lingwa, Director of Social Welfare Department, to kindly felicitate Honorable Mr. Justice B. Bhattacharjee, Judge, High Court of Meghalaya. I also request Srimati C.D. Lingwa, Director of Social Welfare Department, to felicitate Srimati Agatha K. Sangma, Chairperson, State Commission for Protection of Child Rights. I also request Srimati C.G. Lingwa, Director of Social Welfare, to felicitate Shri Praveen Bakshi, IAS Commissioner and Secretary, Social Welfare Department. Finally, may I invite Srimati A. Sarki, Joint Registrar and Member Secretary of the Juvenile Justice Committee, to kindly felicitate Srimati C.D. Lingwa, Director of Social Welfare Department. To formally welcome us all and set the stage for today's consultation, may I now invite Shri Praveen Bakshi, IAS Commissioner and Secretary, Social Welfare Department, Government of Meghalaya, to deliver the welcome address.
Thank you, and a very good morning to all of you. The Honorable Chief Guest for the program, State-Level Multi-Stakeholders Consultation on Safeguarding Girl Child, with the theme Towards a Safer and Enabling Environment for Her in India, reflection on progress, challenges, opportunities, and way forward. Honorable Mr. Justice H.S. Thank you, Chief Justice Acting High Court of Meghalaya, who is also the Chairperson of Juvenile Justice Committee, High Court of Meghalaya. Honorable distinguished guests of honor, Honorable Mr. Justice W. Dingdo, Judge, High Court of Meghalaya. Honorable guest of honor, Honorable Mr. Justice B. Bhattacharjee, Judge, High Court of Meghalaya. Our distinguished guest of honor, Srimati Agatha K. Sangma, Chairperson of Meghalaya State Commission for Protection of Child Rights. Our special guest, Srimati Yamonlang MCM, Chairperson, Meghalaya State Commission for Women. Shri E. Kharamnoid, Registrar General, High Court of Meghalaya, distinguished invitees, dignitaries, colleagues, friends, and participants from various districts. I would like to begin with an inspirational quote. This is from Bethany Hamilton. She says, "Courage, sacrifice, determination commitment, toughness, heart, talent, guts. That's what girls are made of. Coco Chanel says, a girl should be two things. A girl should be two things, who and what she wants. I also would like to share with you some beautiful words of Audrey Hepburn. She says, speaking about girls, I believe in being strong when everything seems to be going wrong. I believe that happy girls are the prettiest girls. I believe that tomorrow is another day. I believe in miracles. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with this thought, it is with this vision, it is with this hope that we are organizing today this beautiful and meaningful program, the state-level multi-stakeholders consultation. I take this opportunity to extend a warm welcome to the chief guest of this program, Honorable Mr. Justice H.S. Thank you, Chief Justice Acting High Court of Meghalaya, who is also the chairperson of Juvenile Justice Committee, High Court of Meghalaya, for his wonderful support, for his guidance, for his leadership, and for the tremendous efforts led by him which has gone into making this consultation possible. We welcome you, sir, and we thank you from the core of our heart for leading from the front and making this excellent program possible. We are also very happy we have in our midst Honorable Mr. Justice W. Dingdo, Judge, High Court of Meghalaya, who also has lent his vocal support for all initiatives of Juvenile Justice Committee, High Court of Meghalaya. We thank you, sir, for your warm presence in this program, and we also express our gratitude to you for your leadership and support in many of the initiatives taken by the Juvenile Justice Committee. We would like to extend an equally warm welcome to Honorable Mr. Justice B. Bhattacharjee, Judge, High Court of Meghalaya. We extend warm greetings to you, sir, and we welcome you for this meeting. We hope to seek your support and guidance continuously in the future. We have with us another very inspirational person in the persona of Srimati Agatha K. Sangma, Honorable Chairperson of Meghalaya State Commission for Protection of Child Rights, who has worked in various spheres at the highest levels in the corridors of power, and today we are blessed that she is with her in this capacity of chairperson of a very, very important commission for making our children safe, secure, happy, and pretty. So we would like to extend a warm welcome to you, ma'am. We are also delighted that we have in our midst Srimati IMCM, Honorable Chairperson of Meghalaya State Commission for Women. Ma'am has led from the front always for women's rights, women issues, right from the streets to the corridors of the Secretariat. We are delighted that you are here with us, ma'am, to lend your support to this program. The team of High Court of Meghalaya is led by Shri E. Kharamnuid, Registrar General, who is our friend, philosopher, and guide. We thank you, sir, for always lending support to us and being with us when it matters the most. We would like to extend a warm welcome to various dignitaries who are here with us. Director, Meghalaya State Judicial Academy. Then we have President and Secretary of the High Court Bar Association, of the Shillong Bar Association as well. We have with us the Deputy Commissioners of several districts. We have with us the respected districts and sessions judge, the special judges of POXO. We have officers of all the concerned department. It's a delight that all of you could spare your valuable time to be here in this meeting, to extend your support and share your thoughts in this wonderful consultation. We have officers from not just the Social Welfare Department and the Health Department, but also Education Department, Home Police Department, Labor and CNRD. We have principals of government and private schools. We have our team from the State and District Resource Center on Disability Affairs. We have NGOs who have been steadfast partners with us in the form of advocacy, Reach Shillong Ministry, Spark, Kripa, Viva Shillong Network. We'd like to welcome each one of you. We'd like to welcome principal magistrates of JJBs. We have representatives of police at the highest level. We are proud to have in our midst all stakeholders who are bound to make a big difference in the way we plan out our initiatives in the next few months. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to extend a warm welcome to the stakeholders who are here from each and every district. You are our voices in the district. You are the voices at the level of the JJC, where it matters most, from JJB. And we thank you for your participation in this meeting. As you all know, we have schemes, we have programs, but these schemes and these programs have been there for 10 years, 20 years now. It is how we are able to put our minds together and think and plan and execute these schemes which is going to make the decisive difference in the next few years. We are very grateful to the JJC, the Juvenile Justice Committee of High Court of Meghalaya, for leading from the front. They have planned out many sessions, many meetings. This exercise that we shall be doing jointly has taken several weeks of meticulous preparation. So we thank the entire team which has worked tirelessly behind the successful culmination of the state-level multi-stakeholders consultation under the gracious leadership of Honorable Mr. Justice H.S. Thank you, sir, who has, like I said, led from the front and who took personal keen interest in even the micro-level planning which goes into the making of such a big and diverse program. So on that note, I once again take this opportunity to welcome each one of you for this deliberation, for this program. I will read out to you once again what is the topic of this stakeholders consultation so that it resonates through the day. Safeguarding the girl child towards a safer and enabling environment for her in India, reflection on progress, challenges, opportunities, and way forward. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the theme with which we shall be working, putting our hearts and minds together and coming up with good recommendations which will be taken up in the national level consultation that we will be having. We have our issues, we have our problems, we have our concerns, we have our challenges with regards to the girl child. But today, as we put our minds together, share our thoughts, share our vision, I'm sure jointly we will be able to make a difference in the way the schemes are executed and how it is able to reach to the last mile. Reaching out and making an impact in the last mile is what matters most of all. A very warm welcome to all our distinguished dignitaries once again on the dais. A very warm welcome to all our distinguished friends, colleagues, partners, stakeholders who are here with us in this hall. Thank you very much. Once again, a warm welcome to each one of you.
Thank you, sir, for your thoughtful and encouraging words and for your continued commitment to child welfare and protection in the state. May I now request Srimati Agatha K. Sangma, Chairperson, State Commission for Protection of Child Rights, to share her thoughts on the theme of today's consultation.
A very good morning to everyone. Honorable Mr. Justice H.S., thank you. the Chief Justice Acting High Court of Meghalaya and the Chairperson of the Juvenile Justice Committee, Honorable Justice W. Dingdo, the Judge of Meghalaya High Court, Honorable Justice B. Bhattacharjee, Honorable Judge of Meghalaya High Court, Madam Yamon Saem, who is the Chairperson of the Meghalaya Women's Commission and also my predecessor as the Chairperson of the Meghalaya SCPCR, Mr. Praveen Bakshi, IAS, Commissioner and Secretary, Social Welfare Department, Government of Meghalaya, Madam Camelia Doreen Lengwa, who is the Director of Social Welfare Department, Government of Meghalaya, all my esteemed participants who are present here, and my dear friends. Dear friends, I stand before you today to speak on an issue that touches the very core of our society, the protection and empowerment of the girl child in India. India is a nation of rich traditions, diversity, and resilience. Yet, alongside our progress, we must confront some painful realities. The girl child in our country still faces multiple layers of vulnerability, be it child marriage, sexual violence, trafficking, discrimination, cyber threats, or even neglect in health and nutrition and education. According to UNICEF and government data, India is home to the largest number of child brides in the world. Over 200 million women were married as children. Studies also show that 42% of Indian girls face some form of sexual violence before they turn 19. More distressingly, research highlights that nearly 239,000 girls under the age of 5 die every year due to discrimination in nutrition and healthcare. These are not just numbers. These are our daughters, our sisters, our future being denied their rights to safety and dignity. But there is also hope. Over the past decade, India has strengthened its legal and policy framework from the Juvenile Justice Act, the POCSO Act, the Child Marriage Prohibition Act, the Child and Adolescent Labor Prohibition and Regulation Act of 1986, to flagship programs like Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao, Mission Vatsalya, and Mission Shakti. We also have the Commissions for Protection of Child Rights Act 2005, established the national and the state commissions for protection of child rights, tasked with safeguarding children's rights and ensuring the speedy trial of offenses against them. Furthermore, we have seen the judiciary take progressive steps, such as expanding online safety protection for children under POCSO, and also the creation of various subcommittees relating to children's rights, especially to the girl child. Yet laws and policies alone are not enough. Protection of the girl child is not only the government's duty, but it is our collective responsibility. Communities, families, schools, and society must work together to ensure that every girl is safe at home, secure in school, and free from exploitation in society, and empowered to dream without fear. So, what must we do? Number one, strengthen prevention and awareness. Educate families and communities to break harmful practices like early marriages and gender-based violence. Number two, ensure timely justice and protection. Make legal remedies more accessible, child-friendly, and gender-sensitive. Number three, empower through education and skills. When a girl is educated, she not only secures her own future, but uplifts her entire community. 4, promote safe online and offline spaces. Protecting girls from cyberbullying, trafficking, and harassment is as vital as protecting them on our streets. And number 5, invest in health and well-being. Support the physical and mental health of girls, as well as their parents and caregivers, to break cycles of neglect and abuse. In Meghalaya, where supposedly women are treated fairly and women are held in high regards, we still have cases of abuse, especially child sexual abuse. In the last 5 years, a total of 1,562 POCSO cases have been instituted in the POCSO courts. Data over the last 3 years show that there are still 900 pending POCSO cases in police level, which is still under investigation. When it comes to missing and trafficked children, over the last 3 years, out of 183 females that were missing, over 139 have been traced, whereas 43 are still untraced. My dear friends, protecting the girl child is not charity, it is justice. It is not a question of sympathy, it is a question of rights. If we want a stronger, safer, and more prosperous India, we must place the safety and empowerment of our girls at the center of our national conscience. Because when we protect a girl, we protect a generation. And when we empower her, we empower the nation. Maya Angelou once said, and I quote, "I come as one, but I stand as 10,000. Today, my dear friends, I stand here as a chairperson of the Meghalaya SCPCR, but I'm here representing all the children of our state, especially the girl child of our state. Therefore, I urge you, let us work together for an India where every girl can live free from fear, rise with dignity, and achieve her fullest potential." Thank you. Mathela, Kublai Shibun, Jai Hind.
Thank you, ma'am, for your unwavering voice for children's rights and for shedding light on the vital role of the Commission in securing a safer space for our girls. Let us now take a short moment to enjoy a presentation by a child of the Children's Home Girls, Maukasyang New Shillong, run by the government.
Good morning to you all. I am Lisinia Lingdomolon. I am representing from Children's Home Girls Makusyang. Today we mark the importance of our society future, that is, safeguarding the girl child. And this song says, "Be a light, be a star, and be a candle in the dark." Be a light, be a star, be a candle in the dark. You can shine like a city on a hill. Give your hand, give your heart, give faint when you pray in the quiet of your room, for He knows what you need before you ask. And in all that you do, try to live the golden rule. Every good thing you choose to do will last. You can help and serve somebody you know. Share your light and love wherever you go. For life can be blessed and oh so bright when you choose to be a light. Thank you.
Thank you so much for such a heartfelt and meaningful presentation. Your voice and smile is a beautiful reminder of what we all are working to protect. And now, it is my proud privilege to invite our Chief Guest, Honorable Mr. Justice H.S. Thank you, Honorable the Chief Justice Acting High Court of Meghalaya and Chairperson, Juvenile Justice Committee, High Court of Meghalaya, to deliver the inaugural address.
Yeah. Good morning. Yes, that's all right. That song really brought tears to my eyes. Such a wonderful rendition. And I think it strengthens our commitment and our purpose that we all gathered here today. So good morning, everyone, my respected brothers, Justice Dengdo and Bharatsaji, Ma'am Agatha Sangma, the chairperson of the State Commission for Children, Ms. Praveen Bakshi, Commissioner Secretary, Kong's AM, who's here also, Aditya Goenka from the police, and Ma'am C.D. Lingwa from Social Welfare, the heads of institutions, members of the Juvenile Justice Committees, other judicial officers, POCSO judges, and all present here. I'm standing here today, I think we all know, is an issue which is close to everyone's heart, the heart of every society. And the topic, as the Commissioner Secretary had said, safeguarding the girl child and ensuring a safer and enabling environment. Because the girl child is not only just a family member or a student, the girl child is a backbone of the society and the future of our nation. And when we empower and protect our girls, we not only improve their lives, but the entire society, healthier and a better society. Now, Meghalaya is a matrilineal society, and sometimes we are lulled into this belief that because of our social structure, girls are empowered and that do not face discrimination. And also we are lulled to believe that they would have equal access to all the benefits, education, opportunities that are there like boys. But sadly, that's not true. Though by social engineering, the girls are the custodians of property, the lineage, but discrimination exists at all levels. And so, in conferences like this, where we have to again relook and sensitize ourselves into what is really happening within our society, and whether we are giving our girl children a raw deal or whether we are doing enough to lift them or to ensure equal and adequate opportunities. Our Constitution gives us equal rights for every child, regardless of gender. Yes, but still, girl children face discrimination and are deprived of opportunities they deserve. These problems that impact, they don't impact individual children, or individual girls, but the impact, the development of whole society. Now, in a small study that, in fact, I'd done personally on the data provided by the Social Welfare Department from Anwadi centers. So it's just, it's broken up because data, we get it in this way. Just to share with you, we have the Juvenile Justice Committees and we have the Supreme Court Juvenile Justice Committee. So we collate data from all the line departments, whether it's health or social welfare. We have to send it to them, but they get overall India picture and whether the Juvenile Justice Committees, Juvenile Justice Boards are performing satisfactorily, you can say. So from this data which I'd received, so I was just looking through it and I noticed that they've broken up into certain, now they are social issues, then they are educational issues, then they are economic issues, and health issues that are faced by girl children. And in my little note, so from the survey that was done, from all the Angwadi centers where survey was taken, and not only sample survey, means it was more widespread. So in social issues, this category deals with gender discrimination and bias, the lack of family bond, which is very important, abandonment, neglected children, early marriages or teenage marriages, domestic violence, social stigma, cultural norms, child abuse, trafficking, exploitation, limited opportunities for participation in decision-making, influence of social media, online harassment, bullying. Now, from the survey, it is seen that under the social issues, the lack of family bond is most reported among all these, the survey that was done. And in fact, 44.64% of the respondents, you can say, have indicated there is a lack of family bond. So this is an indicator of a critical problem that is to do with family stability and support system for girls. If family bond, which we all take for granted, is one of the major factor, the lack of family bond is a major factor in the social issue, then of course we have gender discrimination, which around 29 or 30% of girls report. Social stigma and cultural norms, 23%. Then emerging threat social media, in fact, only 18.8%. So other are less severe issues, but they are issues, no doubt, like child abuse is nearly 8%, trafficking, exploitation, 4%. And there's some regional hotspots also, which when you're going through the reports, you can see. Now, one disturbing thing is that in Shela, Bolaganj, East Khasi Hills, on every social issue that has been flagged here, there are reports. So also in West Garhul, Daringre, Gambagre, and so on. Now coming to educational issues, those social issues, and that is the lack of access to quality education, inadequate infrastructure and resources, low school attendance, and high dropout rates, gender inequality, discrimination, distance, and safety concerns, lack of access to information technology. Now, in education for girls, the biggest hurdle is infrastructure. Infrastructure and resources is the most common challenge. It affects over 60% of girl children. This includes the lack of schools, toilets, drinking water, teaching materials, teachers. This affects girls more. Then the next, access to technology, which is very important nowadays. That also a very high percentage of people report that there is over 57% of girls do not have access to technology. And that leads to then their dropout rates, which is at 32 or 33%. And it's linked always to economic pressures, child labor, and social factors like teenage pregnancies or early marriage. And however, gender discrimination in educational institutions, it is reported only around 10% as reported in the report. And of course, there are distance and safety concerns. And I will not, there are hotspots like East and West Khasi Hills, Southwest Khasi Hills. So an overall view of this education issues show that there's a severe educational crisis for girl children in these areas where the report has flagged. And coming to the last, which is economic issues. So this category, it deals with, it talks of desertion, single motherhood, poverty and economic hardship, the lack of financial support for education, child labor, exploitation, a lot of children are engaged domestic workers, and the limited access to vocational training. So the biggest issue with economic issues is the lack of financial support. And so once there's lack of financial support, this is the biggest link, the clearest link between poverty and educational outcomes. So families cannot afford fees, they cannot afford uniforms, they cannot afford books, etc. This translates and cascades into other issues which are faced by girl children throughout the state. So that is like financial support for children. Then poverty and economic hardship. Now, poverty is prevalent, is reported in all the respondents by 66.6%. They are living in poverty. Then you come to the other aspect of child labor, exploitation. That is reported over 50% of who are engaged in child labor, engaged domestic workers. And also the limited access to vocational training for girl children, maybe who drop out or who don't want to pursue education due to various economic, social, other factors. For them, the access to vocational training is not there to enable them to financially, to economically improve themselves. So these are the few things which with regard to social, educational, but the most important, which I would feel, is the health issues. Later on in the program today, I think we'll be discussing, there are many, under many very valuable sessions you're going to have here today. We have Dr. Saldana, we have other experts who will talk to you. So health issues is one of the biggest things that afflict girl children. So this deals with, you all know, lack to access healthcare, sanitation, malnutrition, mental health issues, lack of awareness about mental hygiene, reproductive health education, sex education, teenage pregnancies, the lack of adolescent counseling centers, high fertility rates, and low contraception use. So teenage pregnancy, as we all know, 50% as per the report from the respondents. This is it's critical because it brings an end to a girl's life with regard to education, jeopardizes her health, and limits her economic prospects. So the lack of awareness, the lack of support systems. So these are the things with regard to health. And so the importance and the necessity or the need to address these issues, we cannot achieve everything immediately, but these challenges are there. Though, as the Honorable Chairperson has remarked, there are many schemes that are in place. But what we need is to use the schemes to the optimum of what the schemes can provide to all these girl children. And from ourselves also, as a society, what we need to do for creating a safer and enabling environment for girls beyond the laws and the schemes that are in place. So it requires, in fact, collective efforts, and many stakeholders are here. And it's incumbent upon each and every one of you also to spread the message that apart from only availing of services or using the law, a community plays a very, very important role. And so with the awareness that we have, and if we work as a community, we can create that society where girl children will have more access to healthcare, more access to all facilities, and we have to understand that safeguarding the girl child is not only the government's responsibility. And like I say again, we have to create a safe and enabling environment. Because it's just not protecting girls, it's about giving them, you can say, wings to fly. In conclusion, I would say, I will not want to lengthen my speech, that together, I think today also we can sort of take a pledge to help and to stand against the discrimination that's being meted out to girl children, to work against violence, neglect, and to create a society where girls have every opportunity to rise and to shine. Like that girl was singing, let me be the light. So we have to give opportunity to girls to shine. So in the sessions that will follow, I'm sure in the programs today, they'll be useful to each and every one of you as you're all important stakeholders in safeguarding and caring for the girl child. And I hope you, when you leave this place, you'll be more enriched with invaluable knowledge and takeaways. With those few words, I hope you all have a good program today, and all the best. So thank you. Mitala, Jai Hind.
Thank you, Your Lordship, for your visionary and powerful words. Your message strengthens our shared resolve to build a system that listens to, protects, and empowers every girl child in our state and beyond. As we come to the end of this inaugural session, I now invite Srimati Siri Lingwa, Director, Social Welfare Department, Government of Meghalaya, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Thank you very much, Madam Parrott. I go by the quote that says, what you honor becomes a celebration. What you dishonor becomes your punishment. Today we stand because of the benevolence of a father's heart's leadership, especially in our Honorable Justice, Sir Hamarsan Singh Thankiu, the Chief Justice, Acting High Court of Meghalaya, and the Chairperson of Juvenile Justice Committee, High Court of Meghalaya. Ever since he took the realm of this authority in this JGC as chairperson, we have had the privilege to sit for a discussion and a dialogue under his chairperson, and we were on a learning graph for which you would have heard that he mentioned Dr. Sandhya and a lot of other stakeholders also, where the discussion centered on anemia, malnutrition, the marginalized girl child. So on this, Honorable Mr. Justice, we cannot but express our heartfelt gratitude that it is because of you that we can sit here today. Thank you very much. I represent a community that is Khadar Bor and Shibor, and with that, nothing can budge us. One strength, 12 strength. We stand because they are fathers in the realm of authority here in the state of Meghalaya, be it the legislative, the judiciary, and the executive. And with that, with the decision that you have taken, we have been able to implement the different guidelines and instructions that have come from the ministry, the government of India. And the fact that 300 of us are sitting here today to care, to go back and to reach out to the 38 lakhs population, of which 13 lakhs are the students' community, of which one half is a girl child. That goes a lot into the responsibility for which we are going to respond. My gratitude, therefore, goes first and foremost to our Heavenly Father, who says, let your kingdom come. When you heard that girl sang, that she said, let your light shine, be a star, be a spark. That cannot happen unless you have the power and the energy and the battery. And if you go with when you go with that Our Father, you would see that first and foremost, it goes with the provision. The content has a judicious implication where there are boundaries and where there is the giving of the bread. And right now we stand in Social Welfare Department being a trailblazer 3 years ago when the government of Meghalaya embarked on the ECD mission under the Honorable Chief Minister, visionary Dr. Conrad Konkal Sangma, when he embarked upon doing the MECD-MS. With this, Meghalaya therefore becomes a trailblazer in the whole of India because NEP 2020 we have only 2 domains, which is giving food, which is early, and some basic education. But with ECD, we have the 6 domains, which Justice has just talked about. And under the 6 domains, it's in nutrition, the mother care, and the community well-being. But the crux of this is the absence of the father. But here we are because we have the fathers who dare to take the responsibility. It is my pleasure, therefore, to give the vote of thanks to Sir Justice Wamura Dingdor, the Judge of the High Court of Meghalaya. Thank you, sir, for embracing and covering us too, both from the tribal essence as well as to the high seat of power in the land. Thank you, Justice B. Bhattacharjee, Judge, High Court of Meghalaya. Your presence is an indicator of the walk, the talk of protecting the girl child. We are also very grateful to have with us here Madam Yaman M.C., the chairperson of the Meghalaya State Commission for Women. Your presence again, ma'am, and what you've done behind the scene, the documentation, the docketing of reports that have put us on the national map. It is our very privilege to have Madam Agatha K. Sangma, the chairperson of the Meghalaya State Commission for Protection of Child Rights, to be with us during this season because with her experience as being a 4-time representative in the national capital, there have been some interventions for which we can take forward our state and for the cause of our people. Representing our DG of Police, Sir Aditya Goenka, it is our pleasure to have you with us, as well as the blessing for us in social welfare is having our Commissioner and Secretary, Social Welfare Department, Sir Praveen Bakshi. He takes care of all of us. We have 14,000 employees, and plus some of us officers, 90% are women. So you can understand the grace and the empathy that marks this kind of leadership in the state government. Thank you so much, Sir Praveen. We have with us here also a very fine gentleman in the person of the Registrar General, Sir Khar Umnot. You would see that he's a hands-on, and he pushed this podium, in fact, so that we can have a better view of a girl child. Not only that, actually, this was all he's doing. Thank you so much, sir, for doing it for us. See, when the men stand, when the fathers stand, when the brothers stand, when they stand, we are able to glow, to thrive. In fact, today is a celebration that your kindness, sir, has enabled all of us, myself as the director, my social welfare officers, my deputy commissioners, women team, to be able to come with dignity, with honor to this place. Thank you, Sir Karam Noor. We have with us Madam Kerpa, Director from the Meghalaya State Judicial Academy, as well as all the President and Secretary of Shillong Bar Association, the Chairperson of Meghalaya, the Shillong Bar, the High Court Bar Association. We also have with us here representatives from Education Department, Secretary Sir Didi Sangma, he's right at the back, a topper, but always, he's always a backbencher. Thank you, Sir Barnari and Madam Anita, for coming all the way, Deputy Commissioners, coming all the way, because with the new guidelines, you will be the chairperson who have to take care of CCL and CNCP. And with you will be the responsibilities of taking care of the juvenile justice committees and chair welfare committees, as well as the different interventions that the Ministry of Women and Child Development have to take care of all the girl child all over India. Your presence is again an indicator that you care and that you are intentional in working in the districts for the cause of the girl child and loyalty to the government. We have with us also from our team who have just come all the way from Calcutta. Please forgive me, I will not be able to say your names. And we are very grateful to have with us the BDOs, some of the superintendents of police, then the from the police department, the directors representing the different components of the health department, child and family and health and family welfare. We have thus here the doctors. I will not be able to call you by name because most of you have responded to the invite that has been issued by this highest echelon in the state government. And so it is with gratitude that we express our thanksgiving that you're here. We also are very grateful to have all the districts and session judge from the East Khasi Hills, West Khasi Hills, Southwest Khasi Hills, East Jaintia Hills, West Jaintia Hills, Riboy, East Garo Hills, West Garo Hills, North Garo Hills, Southwest Garo Hills, South Garo Hills. Forgive me for not being able to call you out all by name. We have the special judge here from the POCSO, East Khasi Hills, West Khasi Hills, West Jaintia Hills, Riboy, West Garo Hills. The amount of work that they do, and it's so onerous that we can only be grateful that the divine has put you amongst us so that you can be a blessing for the justice of the girl child and those afflicted. And we also have with us here the principals and the headmasters and the headmistress from different schools of the government and the private schools. I cannot but acknowledge also my principal from Loreto. I've just seen by the picture because the school where I come from, we are on a mission mode. Saturday and holidays, we go to all these, orphanages and mercy homes. And that's why when we are here today, we cannot but imbibe that spirit and the essence of thinking about the others. So it just blends in and aligns what we have been taught and what we are able to deliver and do today. And it's also our pleasure to welcome the State and District Resource Center and Disability Affairs, the men in the land who have taken care, sir, on justice. On paper, we have 36,000 persons with disability, but through their hard work in the district and in the state, we now have about 49,000, for which they have done outreach, and in fact, they've just returned from Nongstoin Jawai to do coverage in the interiors also. It is my pleasure to see here to the back again, Labour Commissioner, Joint Labour Commissioner, Labour Inspectors, and as well as the Home Police Department represented by the Special Justice Police Unit, Anti-Human Trafficking Unit, Cybercrime Wing, the CID headquarters. From the Department of Education, we have with us here Joint Director and Deputy Director. From DHTE, DISEL, we have the State Community Mobilizer, State Coordinator for Out-of-School Children, which is also very close to the heart of our justice, Hamarsan. Thank you, because if I don't say the name, you will not understand why we do what we do, is when the leader takes the lead to think about them. Now even this word becomes a key word for us, out-of-school children. And the strict community mobilizers from Sarva Shikshak Abhiyan. We have with us here the Joint Director of Health Services, along with the medical and health officers from the different districts with the medical superintendents, additional superintendents in charge MIMHANS. We have with us here from Social Welfare Department, the State Center for Protection for Children, SARA, then the District Social Welfare Officer, District Program program officers, District Child Protection Officer, Child Helpline, as well as from Mission Shakti, the state Sankalp, represented by Remy, as well. And if I have missed anyone, my deepest apologies. It is not my intention. And to all the principals, magistrates from Juvenile Justice Board, thank you so much. But especially Madam Anandita Sarki, the secretary, we are so grateful to you that you called yourself, you made sure every changes, every details that needs to be incorporated, you were behind it all. To you, to Madam Yada, to Mati, and the rest of the team responsible for today's event, a very big thank you as well to our children from the homes. You would see that uniform has been given as part of the components from the Chief Minister. He did not know when we came here. He was the first Chief Minister to host the children for breakfast at the Honorable Chief Minister's residence, for which he gave them instruments and which became a miracle story for us. 1,400 children who don't have parents in the state of Meghalaya. The government of India's directives is to say that they need a home. Nobody wants to go to any family's home to get love and care, because the love and care that they get from the 700 functionaries who take care for them, you would see the smile in the face. In fact, after 18 years, they're still with us, for which the state government funds for their aftercare and which we are inducting them in our government. We are a government that walks the talk. And so thank you for the song that you're going to sing, as well as the song that you've sang. But all this, the heartiest gratitude goes once again to our Honorable Mr. Justice Sir Hamar Singh Thankhiu, the Chief Justice, Acting High Court of Meghalaya, and Chairperson, Juvenile Justice Committee, High Court of Meghalaya. 12 September, therefore, becomes a high event and a kairos moment for us because of your kindness, sir. And so I feel that you deserve the biggest clap as I take my seat.
Thank you, ma'am, for your kind words of gratitude and for acknowledging all those who have worked behind the scenes to bring this important consultation to life. I now request everyone to please rise for the national anthem, which will be led by the children from Children's Home Boys Maukasyang New Shillong, run by the government. We request all the dignitaries and participants to kindly gather for the group photograph, which will be followed by tea and refreshment at the banquet hall. I request everybody to be inside the auditorium for the photograph.